Okay, customizing your interface. I promised I'd show you this because it does really make a big difference, especially if you're working with a tablet. There's simpler ways to pick tools than hitting keys all the time, and one of those is to actually make custom little spaces where you can put things that you use all the time. Okay, so the way you do that is there's in the preferences menu, and you go down to where it says config, which stands for configuration, and you want to enable customize. Okay, click that button. Once you click that button, you're going to be using the Alt and Control keys, or Option and Control on the Mac. Okay, and it's a little hinky because the thing I use it for most is brushes. And the only way you can do this with brushes is from the brush menu up here. Okay, so the only ones you're going to have the option to work with are these guys. So how do you get brushes in there? Well, what you do is you just start selecting them, and those are kind of the areas where they show up that something you've used recently. Okay, so for instance, if I want to put the trim dynamic or adaptive in there, I would go to brush, and now I'm going to see that in this menu. Okay, so here's how you do it. Remember, I've got this turned on. Okay, enable customize. So I hold down Control and Option, and I go to the menu, and let's say I want to put clay buildup somewhere. I'm holding those two keys, and I just drag this out. Oops, didn't happen there. Excuse me, pardon me, sorry. Maybe I have to be out of here. Okay. Drag this out. And as soon as I get it to a place where I can drop it, that will highlight, okay, like this. And then when I let go, it's going to show up down there, okay? Likewise, I can hold those buttons down and drag this then over to where I want it, okay? So I'm going to do that for a few of these, okay? And sorry if I confused you initially. Control and Option, and I'm going to drag the Move tool out. Then I can let go of Control and Option, okay? And then if I want to move it, the menu's in the way on my laptop, so just move it, and it kind of snaps to areas where it can be, okay? Let's do the same for the standard brush, because I use that all the time, okay? And then I'm going to do the same for did I do move already? I did. For the damn standard brush. I use that all the time, okay? And I'm going to do the same for the move topological, because that's very handy, like so, okay? And you can see there's some spaces here. I can then drag these over with holding that down and reposition things a bit to clean stuff up, like so. All right. Now, you're not just limited to brushes. You can add things and take things away. So for instance, this home page thing, if I wanted to get rid of that, hold down Control Option and just drag it away. Okay, and then it goes away. It's still available in one of the menus up here, I'm not sure exactly which. But for instance, if I wanted to have easy access to Dynamesh, for instance, because I use that a lot, I would go to the geometry menu here and go to Dynamesh, okay, and I can hold down Control and Option and just drag this down here. And likewise, I can do with the resolution slider for Dynamesh, okay, or the project button for Dynamesh. So you can see pretty much everything is available if you want to create your own zone or your own workspace, which is really great. You can also change the colors of everything and stuff like that, but it's in a little bit different spot. So what else might be useful? Maybe I want to move the light box over here. This light Boolean thing I can move over there. So you can move things around. Let me think, what else? Subtool wouldn't make much sense because it's in a odd place. You'd need the whole menu, so it wouldn't make sense to put it over there. Oh, the deformations, maybe that would be useful. So if I wanted to have the, for instance, the mirror set, I could drag that down here, okay? So I don't have to dig through that menu all the time to try and find it, okay? So just, you know, it's just really easy. The other thing you can do, and you can do this, is you can hold down Control and Option, okay? And if you click on a tool, oh, I think I have to be out of this to do that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, and you can save this. Okay, so I'm gonna say Store Config. That will actually save it and open it up automatically the next time I open ZBrush on this system. You can also save these things, save UI, and what that lets you do is then save that file so you could take it to another computer and load it. Or just restore something else. So if I wanted to get rid of all this, I could go back and just say restore standard UI. That would make all that go away and just kind of open it up the way it would normally look. But what I was trying to say before is Control Option, click on this. I can make a hotkey for that. So if I want a hotkey for the Move tool, let's say, hold on Control and Option, click on it, still holding that down and like hit the 1 key. Okay, and now if I just want to get to the Move tool, all I have to do is hit the 1 key and it's going to go there. Okay, supposedly that didn't seem to work. Let's try it again. Da da da. 1. Okay, cool. I don't know why it's not working for me. What it is doing is interesting. It's moving that around. Well, theoretically, that is something you can do. So I'm going to try with Clay Buildup here. I'm going to assign the 2 key for that. I'm going to click OK because I don't care that that's assigned to that already. 2, so that worked. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work for the Move brush, but for some reason it didn't. I'll look into that. But it worked for Clay Buildup, so I'm sure it will work for Standard. Control Option, click on that. Let's say I hit the 3 key. I'm going to click I don't care. Okay. 3 key, there I go to Standard. Okay, so again, just shortcuts that you can apply to, you know, create your own stuff, so that you have a really quick workflow that allows you to get where you want to go without having to fuss around with a lot of things. Okay, I know another one that I use would be like the BPR button, and some reason I might just get rid of some of these guys and put the ones I use all the time down here so it frees up more space on my laptop for the window, okay, that kind of thing. Anyway, that is how you do that. And remember the hotkey assignment, that doesn't involve this. You can do that anytime. This involves letting you, or lets you move things around and change the actual physical appearance of the interface. Okay, hope that helped. Ask me if you need me to clarify that. Just go to like the Q&A thing and the discussions, and I'll walk you through it again. Okay, it's a start. Okay.